Hi vibes everyone. I'm making this video to share a little bit with you my perspective about what is taking place on the planet in the now. So we are receiving some news what is taking place in Shanghai. I will share with you my perspective and then you can make your own conclusion through watching this video. I'm gonna make it as short as possible. So, if you start in the beginning of humanity and why you are here today, it is just returning back to the source of who we really are, and who really are is love, light, truth. I'm the love, I'm the light, I'm the truth. The more we say this truth, the more it becomes integrated in our being, and the more ourselves really get the meaning of it, of who we really are, each one of us. There is no separation. Each one of us is the love, the light, and the truth, wherever they stand in the journey. So this is a journey back to the truth of who really are within us. It's a process that's happening from within out and not the other side around. So everything that we see outside there in the scene, in the political scenes mainly, and mainstream media that are just showing just a teeny weeny part of the planet on the way on the way that they're having still control on it, because they don't have control anymore as much as they did in the past, because the light is winning. So it's victory of the light. We are millions around the planet now, becoming billions, taking command of our beings from within out, being aware of our vibration, taking care of feeling good more often than not, sustaining our frequency, sustaining our vibration to be at the highest level, and then also sending the light out for everybody else on the planet who is needed, wherever the light is needed to go. By doing this active work every day, this is why we are here. And by doing that, then of course you're gonna start seeing some more things of the old three matrix collapsing. And of course there are those into this system that are in control of this system, the 3D matrix, like in the movie Neo and the Smiths. It's the same. So they will try everything to stop this from happening, but they cannot stop it from happening, because Divine Mother has already decreed that this cannot be stopped. This only it's victory of light, and it's already happening, and you can see it. And the more of us do this work, take responsibility of our own vibration, and being the love, the light, the truth at all times, with ourselves, self-love, and with everybody else around us. So being loving and kind no matter what arises. By doing this, even in the smallest action, we are activating more and more. And this is why we say the revolution will not be televised, because the revolution is happening from within out, and there is no out there force, strength that can take us away from that. We have the freedom to choose to feel good, to align with our truth any given moment in the day, and you can do this as many times as you want. So there is just taking responsibility and becoming aware of our sovereignty. Now, seeing this from this scope, so from that perspective of taking back our sovereignty, I'm sovereign, I know it, just as a collective now I'm speaking. Well, how this work? This works, it's step by step. So more people start to wake up and who they really are. So we are helping them with a vibration to send out those who are already in this train, in this momentum, who have done the work within. Then we're already on this high vibration, and they can already start. We're doing already the work for everybody else around us. So they also start to raise in frequency just by us being present with this energy, wherever you go, whatever you do, with whoever we are. So seeing that from that perspective, okay, from that higher dimensional perspective, as energy, as vibration on the planet, not just what the five senses can perceive. We had 2 years ago the pandemic taking place, okay, so it was something bad, but also a blessing, because for many people, if you watch it from the scope of ascension, then many people had finally the time to stay in the houses and be with the families and take time for themselves, even if they don't know anything about the process of ascension. So it can be seen from two sides. So everything that's taking place, even a positive or dark, it's always serving the light. This is why we say Divine Mother's plan is not going to be stopped. Now we are full on it. It cannot be stopped. It has incredible momentum. It's going to go faster and faster and better. So our lives are going to be getting from good to better. And of course, what is happening from the controllers of 3D Matrix, well, they had made this plan with the pandemic, and it has been allowed, yes, to happen in this way, because it helps many people to wake up to who they really are. The next thing, we had Ukraine, okay? So now Ukraine is almost finishing. I know at some point it will be completely cleaned out from what it is over there, and then, yes, compassion for all those that died, all the citizens for all died, with all my heart. We're making prayers every day for this. Many times during the day, you have global meditations doing the work to send out prayers for we don't want war on the planet, and yet it had to happen this way. And I know and I feel this is going to be cleaned up now completely, the situation. And we knew already that the next thing that's going to happen is China. So now we have this event in China taking place, where in Shanghai you have all these people being locked down, 24 million people being locked up in their houses. And what does it sound like? To me, it sounds like the CCP, which the China Communist Party, who is part of this, the whole complete family of all those who are the controllers of 3D Matrix, they are throwing at us everything they have out of desperation. I call it desperation and panic, to stop Divine Mother's plan. Guys, I'm speaking to them now. It's not going to happen. And, none of us needs to go against them, really. We just focus on being the love, being the light, being the truth, wherever we are, wherever we stand, wherever we put feet on the ground, and do this work and raising the frequency. And as we raise the frequency, well, those who choose to be not for the highest good for all, they will struggle more and more. It's going to be more and more difficult to live on a planet that is completely raising the frequency now. Mother Earth is already in the process of laissez-faire in French. It means let go, let's let it be. Mother Earth is already there. So it means that she has already risen in frequency. We, the people doing the work, or actively in active meditations and being the light, being the truth, and the love, wherever we are. So this is happening. This is what we see out there. It's what we see. What is being shown to us, because it is so much goodness taking place. If you look around me here in the nature, look at this. So peaceful. So peaceful. It's just there. It's just all around us. It's just the birds and the sun and in the air we breathe, and so much abundance of so much around us. So when you focus on these things and these small things in life, that we appreciate more life for what it is, and appreciate this beautiful planet we live on, and perceive more of what the beauty is out there, being more in nature, then everything else that we hear out there is just, we know from within that this is a bunch of fear-mongering scenarios. Yes, people die, I agree, and I have completely compassion for that, and it's happening. I'm completely aware of that. This is not just like some fake scenario where nobody dies. It happens. I'm also aware that these souls that they are over there, that they die, it was their plan before they are born, that this happens in this way. So always compassion, always, it's always there. I'm not like thinking like, hey, look what happened to war in Ukraine and just forget all the people who died. No, not at all. I'm compassionate. It's just that we have to start to see this picture from the higher perspective. And let me tell you a story maybe that you can understand what I want to speak here. Back in 2009, I made an event. It was Interconnectedness. I was still in the nightlife, and I was started to shift a little bit my energies, and did an event where I had like I have just seen the movie The Zeitgeist, and I became aware of how many children are starving from hunger in Africa. So I had a few pictures that I made like a exposition of images of the things that I see in the world back then, and the things I want to create. So it was the Venus project. So I did a few projections on the walls about the situation on the planet in countries like Africa, where we have all these children starving. And I also showed the Venus project. So for me, this is like one of the best ways to create future cities. Jacques Fresco is the one who did this work. He passed away now, but I had the luck to know him before he, not personally, but to know about him before he passed away. So I did this event, and I invited my friends who were all part of the nightlife back then. And I can tell you, there is like 99% of them, they were all shocked from the pictures I showed from the children. It's like, yeah, we come here to party and you're showing these images. Why are you doing that? So I was trying to show them that there is another part of the world that is not what we see always there. It's like that. There's something else there taking place. And back then, I was not really aware of how powerful these images are in the sense that I was affected within by watching these pictures, and it became part of my vibration. So I did not do the work really to watch them and not engage them, not to be part of that. I became literally part of that, and I wanted to do something for the children. And I did a lot of things that I really suffered personally in my being. And I was not detached from what I was watching, because we cannot serve a purpose if we are attached to what we see. So now, coming back to today, so the television, the mainstream media, or whatever you watch also in the news, the internet, I did not find about Shanghai anything, because I don't watch television for many years now. But there were friends just sending me news and telling me what you think about it. And I was like, it was expected to happen. I knew that something was happening in China, and I knew that that was their plan, the controllers of the dream matrix, to something something like that is going to happen. So I didn't engage that, but I know that many people who are still there, they engage in that, and they become part of this, part of the fear and the panic scenario that they want us to be part of, because that's how we support them in that creation, whatever they do. So I'm inviting you to first thing in the morning again. I'm repeating myself again and again. Go within, connect, Mother, Father, God, Supreme Creator, the angels, the archangelic, the universe. Call it as ever you like. I like to call everybody. Yeah, Mother Earth, Mother, Father, God, the Archangelic Kingdom, the elementals. I call all of them, the Ascended Masters, Christ, Sananda, Mary Magdalene. I work with all of them, yes. I like to have a nice army behind me, like the Buddha, everybody, Krishna, everybody, all a big family. So So I speak with them in my telepathically, and I work with them, and I call upon them. So I feel the power of that, and I'm inviting you to do the same. And from there, move on and create your day, and stay in this place for at least 15 minutes. Breathe in, contemplate who you really are, and then start your day. And then nothing is gonna touch you. I can tell you, it's like whatever comes, if you do it every day. This is something to do every day, never stop, for the rest of our lives, okay? It's not much to ask. It's just something that goes on and on. This is about living a holistic life. This is about connecting with Mother Earth. This is about feeling more than fun lifestyle. It's about choosing to feel good first thing and then doing everything else. Working from within out. This is a process from within out. We are multidimensional beings. It's not just what we see here. It's not this is flesh and everything that we see in the mirror that we are. We are so much more. So the so much more, the higher self is taking control of our beings. The I am presence is the one that is allowed to take dominion of my presence here on the planet, my physical presence, and by allowing this, by becoming an instrument of my higher self, of God, then I'm in service, and it feels really good. So what is better, to feel good all day long and to be in joy and to have fun, or to be just reacting to whatever takes place, whatever is being shown out there? So I am not an ingurgitator. I am a creator. I'm a manifestor. So I go from within out, and I project these images out to what I want to create. And when it's something that I don't like, when I don't engage with it. I just leave it there. If there is people who are not in the energy that I like to be, I bless them and I say okay, and maybe make a smile if I see them. If I don't see them, then even better. But I can feel energies. So I'm inviting you to do the same. So be loving and kind no matter what arises with everybody around. And so coming back to what I was speaking about. Sorry, this might become a little bit longer, but it's like energy flowing, and then I have to share with you these things. So it's not about engaging with out there what's taking place. First is the work within. So doing the work within, and everything else will start to fall in place, and be a little bit prepared. It's always good to be a little bit prepared for in case that something happens, that there is like lack of some things. Maybe we hear now more and more there's going to be lack of some things. I feel this is like a fear mongering again. It's like a frequency. We are abundance. So I am abundance. It means that I have already what I need now, and by saying that I am abundance, I am creating also any moment in my life. So there's no need to fear. We are that. We are God. I am God, and I'm aligned with my higher self, and God is me, is in me, and God is all around me, in through and around me, and the same thing for each and everyone, living on every child, woman, and man on the planet, living on the planet. So to that, I leave you to that. I hope this serves you. I hope this is not repetitive, what I'm sharing here with you, and that it works in service for the highest good for all, and to assist, sustain the frequency of feeling good more often than not, to feel more than fine. Namaste. Much love.